Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. This is going to be the last episode with the Cursola team, which we featured for the last couple of days. It's a really fun team, and yeah, thanks to Shadow Gengar once again for providing it. So let's just jump into the first game of today's episode. I gotta say, it's not very Cursola friendly given the prevalence of the physical attackers, primarily the Excadrill and the Braviary. So those two definitely scare me a fair amount. Lucario looks really good on paper here, though, I have to say. As does Rotom-W, although Excadrill is most definitely Mold Breaker, I would think, here. This actually could be a decent game for Charizard Lucario, because I don't think... Like, we already naturally outspeed with them, because my opponent's team is, like, mainly in the mid-tier speed range, and they don't have great speed control other than Max Airstream or Tailwind from the Braviary, but without Prankster, I think that's alright. So, like, Charizard Lucario exerts a ton of pressure early game. Rotom's pretty good offensively here, but honestly, I kind of want to just go with Whimsicott Cursola in the back. I feel like, especially because it's our last day with Cursola, I'd like to feature it as much as possible. And Cursola theoretically isn't bad here. Like, we could maybe not Dynamax it and have it as a late game sweeper, especially because we have Giga Drain to hit the Rotom-W. So, yeah, let's see how things go. As always, if you guys enjoy, please show your support by leaving a like. And my question of the day today is, what is your most memorable VGC match? Whether that be an official tournament match, or maybe just a game that you played on Showdown and you got really lucky or really unlucky in. What's the first match you think of when I ask you that? So let me know in the comments below. Alright, it's going to be Rotom and Togekiss as a start, which I think is fine. Because I don't think you ever expect the beat up here. Yeah. So I'm actually just going to beat up straight into Lucario. I'm just thinking Steel Spike, or do I Knuckle into Rotom? No, I think Steel Spike is fine. Beat up into Lucario. They could just go for Follow Me and Nasty Plot, but I would be alright with that. Rotom could also Dynamax and just try to dunk on the Charizard here. Lucario's obviously not in a bad spot right now. If we went with Cursola, how good would it have been? Actually, pretty good. My opponent went with their two special attackers, whereas like the rest of the team was physical, so Cursola actually could have put in a lot of work here, but this might be finally a game where we get to use beat up onto Lucario from the Charizard. That would be pretty sick. I could have knuckled into the Rotom there as well. I guess there is a world in which like the Togekiss protects, but if you protect and get the beat up off, this will still work. And if they follow me, then you're eating a beat up and a Steel Spike, which I'll also take. And if it's not Babiri, I get the free switch it into Whimsicott, and then I can just beat up Lucario, Max Knuckle onto Rotom the subsequent turn. Okay. Yeah, they actually went for the Protect play. Dang. So if we beat up Knuckle there, it would have been super sick, but it's not the end of the world here. I mean, the big question is basically what Rotom goes for. For example, if it's a Nasty Plot, Steel Spike still does a lot, because this is a +4 Steel Spike, even though it's through Protect. And if that puts the Togekiss in like Heat Wave KO range, then the following turn we can just Heat Wave Max Knuckle into Rotom. But I think like given that it didn't max, it's probably a Nasty Plot if I had to guess. So yeah, we could have gone for the Knuckle, and I honestly should have here, because I don't think Togekiss has a better attack other than to protect or switch out. Okay, but we get the beat up off, so we're at +4 attack ready, which is nice. We're gonna get this Max Steel Spike off. It's not Babiri Berry. That almost just KOs through Protect. Wow. Okay. And he's gonna go for Nasty Plot? Yes. I don't know if a +4 Max Knuckle KOs Rotom. That's my problem right now. I guess I'll have Heat Wave chip damage. I don't want to give them a free switch neither, so I'm just gonna Heat Wave Knuckle here into Rotom. They could max Rotom and Guard or Protect. But yeah, if I just went for Knuckle onto Rotom turn 1, I think the game would have been instantly over pretty much. Because then we're at +5 attack, we KO the Rotom, and then Togekiss is protected, so we get a free Steel Spike into that slot, and pretty much nothing can take a Steel Spike and a Heat Wave. So I think I should have made the more aggressive read looking back, honestly, but yeah, let's see. Okay, yep, there's the Follow Me, so Heat Wave here is safe. Just hope we don't miss here. Okay, double connect, nice. I don't think +4 Max Knuckle KOs here, unfortunately. It's just too weak. Because it's base 90 power. I could have Max Guarded there, but I mean, honestly, I don't mind this too much. And it falls just short of a KO. But the thing is, now I can actually bring in Cursola, right? And then I can just beat up my Cursola. and Giga Drain Rotom. Okay, they're gonna Geyser. I mean, should be into Lucario, right? You'd imagine. Yep. No, if we survived there, that would have been clutch. But I could have made a more aggressive return one, and I should have gone for it. Just because the Steel Spike was so obvious there. Maybe it would have been worth it to guard there too. I'm not sure. He's Life Orb as well. The him being Life Orb makes this more interesting. Do I bring out Cursola then? Because, like, Moonblast should just KO that thing from Whimsicott. I think I actually bring out the Whimsicott here then. Yeah. And they're going to bring out Hitmontop. Okay, that's good. I don't mind that. You probably fake out, like, Geyser into Charizard, right? You have to fake out Whimsicott here, so I'm protecting there. I'm honestly thinking of, like, Air Slashing the Hitmontop. Okay, let's also think about what my opponent's gonna have in the back. They brought out Hitmontop for fake out pressure. Togekiss is fainted. I think Charizard probably still faints here anyway, even if we guard. So I think I'm actually gonna offer the Air Slash onto the Hitmontop and just protect here, because then I get Cursola in for free, and then I can just go for attacks like Moonblast onto the Rotom and Shadow Ball into the Hitmontop. Yep, fake out goes into Whimsicott. Nice. Okay, Air Slash does connect, so it should do around like 50% of damage. I'm just wondering if it's Eject button here. It is. That's not what I wanted to see, but big question is now, who do you have in the back? I think Excadrill is probably my biggest fear. Yeah, it's Excadrill. That makes sense. You want to KO, pressure KO the Charizard here. Yeah, he's using a Geyser us. We could still pull this off with Cursola though. Oh, he actually Geyser's Whimsicott though. That puts us in a very good spot then, I think. Let me think. We could just Moonblast the Rotom. We have a defense boost. Rock Slide might still KO us. The main thing is I need damage against the Excadrill, because that thing pressures us immensely. Even with the defense boost, I don't think we survive a Rock Slide. If I'm Rotom here, I think I Max Guard, honestly. And Rock Slide? But if you Rock Slide, you don't KO the Whimsicott. So I think I'm actually going to just Heat Wave here and Moonblast. He could be Weakness Policy, though, I guess. Yeah, the Max Guard there was super obvious. I could have read it. But if we don't read it, like, the thing is, if we call that incorrectly, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, not bad damage from Heat Wave there. He's not Policy'd, he's just gonna click Rock Slide. So you went for, like, the obvious play, basically. Oh, wait, Charizard took that like a champ. I thought we weren't surviving there, but no, we took that actually quite well. Okay, nice. Then I think it's actually pretty safe to just... I was thinking Moonblast Heat Wave here, but I'm not sure a single target Heat Wave actually KOs the Excadrill. It's really, really close. Because of that, actually, I think I Heat Wave and Moonblast the Excadrill. Well, actually, the question is... Could also protect Charizard, but they're just going to fake out. Oh, it's really close as to whether I can KO. Is there any other play I can make? I don't think so. Heat Wave. Moonblast. I'm going to target Rotom here. You could also miss, obviously, the Rock Slide. It's a shame that our Berry didn't get activated. We were so close to being in range of Berry being procced. Okay, Heat Wave does connect. Is that enough for a KO single target? Oh, it falls so short. But we get the burn! Okay. Well, I mean, that should be game. That's obviously a very lucky burn, as we actually survived with both Pokemon after the burn. I don't know what the roll was on the Excadrill. It looked really, really close, but I figured there are a bunch of ways that we can win that. If we burn or crit the Excadrill, then we win instantly. If they miss a Rock Slide on either Pokemon, I think we also win instantly. So the odds are still slightly in their favor, but yeah. And plus, I didn't know the damage roll until the Excadrill there as well. But I could have gambled a little bit, like I said, on turn 1 and just won the game instantly from there. So Cursola actually could have been decent in this one as well. But obviously a lucky turn there. Because I think if the most typical play happens, which is I don't create, I don't burn, and he do double hit Rock Slide, then I just lose both Pokemon there. And then you should be able to beat Cursola with the Excadrill. So I didn't get to bring regular Cursola in at that point, which was kind of sad. But yeah, I think it does highlight the weakness of Cursola slightly, where leading it never felt like super comfortable. And I think the cool thing in this game is that we were able to show off Up Charizard, and this Charizard was able to put in a lot of work actually. But like I said, I think I should have gambled turn 1 because I don't think they're ever going to go for a follow me while I have Charizard and Lucario out on the field. So I could have pretty much won that game off turn 1 and should have made a more risky play basically. All right, next game of the day, we're going up against Sand with Gyarados. A lot of physical type attackers again here. This might be another Lucario game, honestly. Although Rotom could be really good, I just have a little bit of PTSD after yesterday's episode. The Rotom does look really good here. Like yesterday I went, what? Whimsicott, Rotom, Lucario, and I think I had Cursola as the last one. I could get away with having it as the 4th again, maybe. Although, honestly, it looks really bad in this matchup, so I don't think we bring it, actually. So given that, I actually maybe like the Charizard just because of Heat Waves. Like, it actually does damage against Excadrill and Venusaur, so, yeah. I was really curious on the roll there in that last game, too, and I was thinking maybe Moonblast and Heat Wave do more than a single target Heat Wave do. But the problem is that the Heat Wave probably wasn't KOing the Rotom since the rain was up. So if we don't KO Excadrill, we just insta-lose the game. I don't know, it would have been close. If Moonblast and Heat Wave does KO the Excadrill, though, like, I thought single target Heat Wave would have done enough, but yeah, it looked like it might have just been a roll. Alright, T-Tar Excadrill, a familiar scenario from yesterday's episode. A very familiar scenario. I think I'm going to make the same play as I did yesterday, which is just Tailwind Will-O-Wisp turn 1. Although, maybe we go for the Will-O-Wisp onto Excadrill this time around in yesterday's episode. No, but the thing is, we have to target the Tyranitar because the Tyranitar maxes more frequently here. Okay, we are in the exact same scenario as yesterday. In yesterday's episode, we missed 2 Will-O-Wisps back-to-back. They don't Dynamax, which I guess is fine. I would have preferred that maxing, actually, but that was a nice play on their end. Oh, no. Is he double Rock Sliding? I got outskilled, folks. Wow. Alright, we're 0 for 3 on getting Will-O-Wisps off against T-Tar Exca so far. Which you really hate to see. That being said, we actually can just go for beat up straight up onto Rotom and switch Rotom out into Lucario right now. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty tempting. What's the alternative? Break Excadrill Sash, but then we don't get the beat up off. Although, no, we have Charizard in the back, so we can still beat up. Yeah. I'm down to break Excadrill Sash here and burn the Tyranitar. Man. Just double Rock Slide turn 1. You hate to see it. Okay, let's see. Is he just gonna click Rock Slide again? Dude, really? Okay. I mean... like... Give me a break. I'm speechless. Alright. You would think Whimsicott Rotom would be good against Tyranitar Excadrill, but the 4 times we've tried to use Will-O-Wisp against the duo, we've gone 0 for 4. I don't know. I feel like my opponent is a better play than just click Rock Slide, but I guess it worked out for them. Heat Wave here is so obvious that I feel like you maybe switch the Excadrill out. Or sorry, yeah, you switch Excadrill out, I think. I'm going to go for the beat up because I'm behind right now, so I kind of need to make a big play, I think, and go for a beat up Steel Spike into Tyranitar could work. Yeah, because my opponent's all physical, so... And once it gets a +2 attack, I think like Lucario just KOs everything anyway. But the Tyranitar switches out into Dragapult. Okay, does Excadrill protect? That's a surprising... I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we saw in the last game that we can take Excadrill Rock Slide, so even if it Rock Slides here, it's not the end of the world. I guess there's a world in which it just Dynamaxes, but that would be the craziest read. This game did not need to be this difficult. But we'll get the defense boost. If Excadrill protects here, we're in a great spot. It doesn't protect. Wow. I mean, Heat Wave Steel Spike there would have just picked up a double KO. So I'm kind of surprised about that, honestly. But, okay. We'll get a defense boost and we'll KO the Dragapult, so it's not really the end of the world. Plus, Lucario beats T-Tarexka pretty hard. We'll see if we can take a Rock Slide at +1 defense. KO Dragapult here. That's good, honestly, because I think Dragapult's actually the thing I'm most worried about, just because of how it can outspeed me under Tailwind. Or sorry, once Tailwind's over. I just cannot believe the Excadrill didn't protect there. But I guess they've just been clicking Rock Slide all game, too. Yeah, they're just going for it again. Okay, nice. Charizard hangs on, and our Berry should activate this time around after Sand. It's Lucario, that's fine. Okay. Nice. Alright, not bad. Obviously, Heat Wave Steel Spike maybe would have been better. The big question is what my opponent's Maxmon is in this game. Because Lucario beats any of them, even if they Dynamax, especially after we get another 2 attack boosts from Beat Up. So this has been the Beat Up Charizard show. That looks like... Okay, it's Togekiss. I mean... That's fine, I think. Here's my one worry. My opponent now can go for Follow Me. But we're Steel Spiking again, right? We'll be a +2 defense. I'm just worried about Weakness Policy Excadrill, actually, I guess. How likely is that, though? The fear of that actually makes me want to... Because if I lose Lucario, I lose the game. So, like, what I want to do here is just KO the Togekiss. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go for Beat Up and Steel Spike. I think you Follow Me, probably Quake here. Oh, he didn't max. Why did he max? That is a little bizarre to me. Maybe they just weren't expecting Heat Wave then. Yeah, I guess I could have just Heat Waved. And I respect... I don't know. I feel like I would always max the Excadrill there, because why in the world would you max a Tyranitar in this scenario, right? Maybe we can take a Rock Slide, though, now that we're a +2 defense? Can't believe they didn't max there. Wow. That was so risky. Just Rock Slides again. Charizard hangs on. Nice. I think we take Sand here. Yeah. Tailwind does peter out, but Sand's running out as well from my opponent's end. I mean, now you max Excadrill for sure, right? But we are at +2 defense, so we should take a Quake. It's the last turn of Sand. Well, given that it's the last turn of Sand, I could just double protect here. I think that's pretty safe. Double protect. Yeah. And then Lucario at +2 defense, I think, can 2v1. So they're finally going to max. If we Heat Wave and just Steel Spike last turn, it would have worked out. I guess they're always going for Follow Me there, but I wanted to Beat Up in case they didn't Follow Me for some reason. Okay, so Excadrill does max. But that's fine, especially if they're targeting Lucario here. Like, if they Quake into Lucario, since we're double protecting, next turn we can just Drain Punch Heat Wave. Maybe I could have just attacked here with Lucario too. But I would prefer to Garden Stall with the Sand here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, nice. So we stalled out Sand really effectively in this game. Superpower. Okay, good. That's good. Sand is gone now. I mean, it's not Scarftar, right? Yeah, he wasn't outspeeding my Rotom earlier, so that's not a concern. Given that, then, I think we can just... Oh, I don't even need to risk the Heat Wave, do I? I can just Beat Up myself. We're at +2 defense. I think we should take a Superpower. Beat Up and Drain Punch into Excadrills to play I'm leaning towards. But, I mean, the guard from Excadrill here is super obvious. But I think we take a Superpower with +2 defense. Wait, he was Scarfed? Okay. Oh, we Tailwinded turn 1. That was why, yeah. Okay, well that's bad because we didn't target the... Yeah, we can't win against the Tyranitar now, can we? Oh, wow. Oh, I should have... Yeah. Then what's my play there? My play would have been to not have protected last turn. I mean, oh, we do heal back a lot, though, and he's at -1 attack. How much do we heal here? Oh, we heal back to full! Let's go, Lucario. Okay, so we win now with Lucario, as long as we don't get crit. Today was the Lucario game. Charizard Lucario day. This game was a lot easier. I mean, it didn't need to be this difficult, though. It really didn't need to be. You're always superpowering the Lucario. I might as well go for a Heat Wave and a Protect here, because there's no world in which you superpower Charizard. So if by going for Heat Wave Protect, my opponent forfeits. I don't think they should have forfeited there. They actually stood a chance if they crit onto the Lucario. Anyway, wow, I mean, that game should have been a lot easier because we didn't get either Will-O-Wisps off, but it showed you the power of Lucario once it gets the beat-up set up. And the main thing in this game is that my opponent never was in a great position to Dynamax, so we were able to exert a lot of pressure against them the entire time. And so as a result, I don't know, I thought it was really odd the Excadrill didn't Dynamax a turn in advance instead of it just going for Rock Slide. And I maybe respected weakness policy a little bit too much, given the play that they end up going for a Heat Wave would have just KO'd the Excadrill. But I do think if they max and they have weakness policy, which I think is decently likely in that scenario, we just lose. So I don't want to risk it. Alright, we're going against the Wolf's Colossal team. How do we beat Colossal with this team? They're always going to Surf turn 1, right? We don't have ground type attacks, which is bad. I mean, Whimsicott Rotom is pretty safe, but we obviously know the sets, and this Rotom is pretty useless once Gastrodon's in on the field. Yeah. I actually really don't like the Colossal matchup here. I mean... I think Dragon Ball Colossal is a pretty safe lead in this matchup for my opponent. So the question is, how do I counteract that? Colossal shouldn't outspeed Whimsicott after we Tailwind. I mean, we could just go with Whimsicott. What I want to do is go Whimsicott Rotom to force the Gastrodon switch in. I think that's my plan. And in the back, have Lucario and Cursola. Okay. I mean, Colossals normally are EV to outspeed Excadrill and Sand. So anything faster than an Excadrill and Sand, aka anything in Tailwind that's faster than Excadrill, or base speed with on par with Excadrill or faster, should outspeed. So I think Lucario under Tailwind should outspeed the Colossal even at +6. So the idea of the Rotom here is basically, they go Dragapult Dusclops. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty passive. Which indicates to me they're most likely going to want to like set up screens here. I don't remember if the Dusclops had Haze. That's my other question. Huh, if we actually went with a Cursola here as a lead, we would have won instantly. Normally use screens here, I think. I want to beat up into the Cursola, but we just take way too much damage there. We could go into Lucario here, though. Like, just beat up Rotom and switch Rotom out immediately into Lucario. That could work. They could switch out the Dusclops, though, into Colossal, which would be a pretty cool play. But then we can just Tailwind, I think. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. I mean, I expect them to Trick Room here. Okay, they Light Screen, that's fine. If Dusclops doesn't Trick Room, we're in a really, really good spot, I think. Yeah. I didn't go with Cursola mainly because, actually, the more I think about it, the more I think Whimsicott Cursola works out fine there. Although you probably just max Flare and, yeah, you double up on a Whimsicott turn 1 so I don't get the beat up off. Oh, but we had max Quake on Cursola. Yeah, I absolutely should have led with Cursola. I forgot about the Quake. Cursola actually would have destroyed this as a lead. But today's the Lucario show. Do they Trick Room? Okay. So the awkward thing about them Trick Rooming now is, like, your Dragapult is essentially dead weight. And we have Cursola. Wait. Cursola under Trick Room could actually be huge for us in this match. Never thought I'd be saying that, but yeah, honestly. I mean, here I think I actually just want to Moonblast into the Dragapult and Meteor Mash it. I don't want to max, because I actually might want to max Cursola under Trick Room in this game. Okay, they're just going to Nightshade. No haze. I thought about not targeting the Dragapult here, but I don't mind KOing it here. Okay, we're +5 attack now, which is pretty sick. But unfortunately, I mean, I couldn't max the Lucario in this game, because whatever is in the back, whether it be Colossal or Conkeldurr, is obviously just going to knock out the Lucario without much problem. But, I mean, Cursola really could put in some work in this late game. Maybe I could have targeted the Dusclops there, but I'm not sure. Okay, Conkeldurr comes out, that's fine. You have to target the Lucario here, right? I mean, I'm at +5 attack. And probably go for a Nightshade onto the Whimsicott. So what I want to do right now is... You know what would be a crazy play, but could actually work here? Protect the Whimsicott and switch Lucario out into Cursola. Because I think they max here. That might honestly work. Yeah, I'm actually going to Moonblast Conkeldurr and switch Lucario out into Cursola. You have to respect Lucario enough to use a fighting type attack into that slot, I think. The alternative is my opponent could have Nightshaded that slot and Ice Punched, I guess. Okay, Conkeldurr maxes. I mean, I'm expecting a Knuckle. If it is a Knuckle here, this is a very, very good turn for us. That being said, we're still playing under Trick Room, which isn't great. But Cursola will be able to attack before the Conkeldurr. If they did go for, like, Ice Punch Nightshade, though, I'm in a lot of trouble here, I think. Okay, Nightshade should be into Whimsicott. Yep. Knuckle. Yeah, into Cursola. Good. Okay, get a Moonblast off against Conkeldurr. Special attack drop obviously doesn't matter here. 2 turns of Trick Room left. Oh, I forgot about Light Screen on there, and that might be a problem. Okay. 2 turns of Trick Room, but Cursola will attack first. And it gets a special defense drop, so honestly I'm kind of content just Moonblasting the Conkeldurr, maxing here, and Phantasming. My opponent also might not target Cursola and target Whimsicott with like a Max Ice instead. If they go for that, I mean, we're in really good shape. Although, actually, I don't know if Nightshade activates our weak armor here. But I forgot about having Max Quick on Cursola. Because we had Max Quick and because it's special Colossal on the opposing end, what we could have done was just let Whimsicott, Cursola, turn 1, go for Beat Up and Phantasm into the Dusclops. And I think that KOs even if Light Screen is up. Not 100% sure on that, but I think it does. Alright, we Dynamax Cursola, though, which is always hype. Okay, they are going to Nightshade into Cursola. And Hailstorm. Into Whimsicott, okay. Yeah, that's actually fine, I think. Because they have one more turn of max, so I can just double protect this last turn, and it's the last turn of Trick Room, and we get this Spadef drop onto the Dusclops. Not bad, not bad. Okay. So it's the last turn of Trick Room now. Oh, sorry, it's defense drop, not special defense drop. Life Orb Conkeldurr. I don't know how much Mach Punch does to Lucario. Oh wait, no, we don't have much health, so it's gonna KO. This next turn is actually pretty read-based because we can make a big read and try to aggressively figure out who Conkeldurr is targeting. But maybe we don't need to get that fancy. We can just double protect as well. That's an opportunity, a possibility. I think I bring in Rotom here. Actually, yeah, I bring in Rotom. Like, what I could do is just make a read here and just outright attack with the Cursola. Double protect here is the safe play from my end. I think I'm just going to go for the double. I'm going to play it safe here. I don't see much reason to deviate from that. You know, one really cool play they could make right now is a self-pain split into Conkeldurr. If I were in their shoes, I would actually go self-pain split and max Knuckle into Rotom. So let's see if they opt for that. That would be really cool. I just didn't want to risk it. Max Ice this too much to... Okay, so they went for Nightshade into Cursola and Knuckle. So yeah, like I said, we could have attacked with Cursola there, but I don't think it's worth the risk there. Midas Wall Style out Trick Room. You know he's at +2 attack. I wonder if Life Orb Mach Punch KOs us now. That is my fear. I don't think it does. But the Rotom spread is kind of weird because it's not like max HP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we survive. Okay, so light screen's off, which is the most important thing. They don't have a switching into Phantasm on the Dusclops slot. 3 turns of Hail. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for... I don't know if Thunderbolt KOs the Conkeldurr here, so I'm going to Hydro Pump the Conkeldurr. It's really close. They could protect the Conkeldurr, though. Actually, I want to double up in Dusclops, I think. What's likely to be the last Pokemon? Could be Togekiss? Gastrodon? Potentially? This is still scary. I think I have to respect Conkeldurr here. I don't know if Phantasm KOs Dusclops. I don't think it does. I'm gonna Hydro and Phantasm the Dusclops, but that might not be the right play. Alright, he did go for Mach Punch. Nice, we survive. Oh, that's huge. But now the fear is, I think Thunderbolt would have guaranteed the KO onto Dusclops, whereas Hydro Pump can miss. Oh, so that's really scary. But we connect. Okay, nice. That should be a KO now onto the Dusclops. After Phantasm. With Hail and Life Orb damage, I think the Conkeldurr faints after one more turn. So the big question is what my opponent's 4th Pokemon is. I have no idea. Yeah, I didn't know how much Phantasm was doing into Dusclops there, so I should probably know my Cursola calcs into Dusclops a little bit better, because that's actually like a very important damage calc to know in my opinion. But it ends up working out alright. I think Conkeldurr faints after Life Orb and Hail. Although, actually, is it the last turn of Hail? To double check that. It is Colossal as the last one, so obviously Rotom hard wins against that. He's gonna Mach Punch here. Right? So I think, I switch out into Lucario here, because Rotom just wins against Colossal. There's 2 turns of Hail. Okay, nice. So +2 defense, -1 attack. He's gonna faint from a Life Orb attack and Hail, so I think it's actually safe to just switch out and Earth Power into the Colossal. That covers all my bases, I think. I outspeed the Conkeldurr. Colossal outspeeds us, I think, but we should survive. Oh, you could Heat Wave Ice Punch? No, that doesn't work either. And Conkeldurr detects, okay. If they do Heat Wave here, though... No, we survived that with, Cursola. Yeah. Oh, that was actually really smart, though, I think. Although I think Earth Power should one-shot this, right? Like, this is no Bolt Colossal. Beautiful. Let's go, Cursola. That is how we end our time with Cursola. I think that play covered every option, other than... No, if they Heat Wave Ice Punch, they faint. Like, the main thing is, like, Conkeldurr faints after Life Orb. So, because I knew that, I think Earth Power is always safe there. No. One play that they could have made... No, actually, never mind. I was going to say they could have protected Colossal and Ice Punch Cursola, but if they do that, Conkeldurr faints, and then I have Rotom and Lucario. Yeah, so now I just Thunderbolt into Conkeldurr. That should be Life Orb KO range. So, nice. We didn't even get the beat-up off in this game, but Cursola showed just its value as Thunderbolt just comes out and KOs. But I think I could have actually honestly just outright led Cursola, and I am actually curious on how much a Max Phantasm does from Cursola onto Dusclops. So I'm going to do that calc out of curiosity, especially for those that might want to try out this team. Yeah, it honestly might have been enough to KO. I don't remember how much bulk is on Wolf's Dusclops, though. I mean, if it's max, it does 74 to 88. And so I think it was fair to have gone for the Hydro Pump there. Maybe Thunderbolting would have been safer. Especially because Rotom was faster, I think it was always better to have Thunderbolted into the Colossal and maxed the Phantasm into that slot. So I think that's the one play I would have made differently. Although I can double check the Dragon Bolt spread here, actually, yeah. Where is it? Dusclops. He's 162 Spadef. Oh, so he's not really invested in special defense at all. So given that, much of investment. Phantasm actually does 90 to 107%. But I didn't know that. I mean, that's what actually I should have remembered because of, that team is actually public. But I think you should still assume max HP, max def, just like the worst case scenario. And I think like we can't afford to let Trick Room go up in that game. But I think Thunderbolt into the Dusclops would have been better. I like brain farted for a second. I was like, oh, Phantasm goes off first. So if we KO the Dusclops, Hydro gets redirected into the Conkeldurr. But obviously Rotom attacked first. So Thunderbolt would have been the better play there into Dusclops there in the end. But yeah, Cursola comes out for one final show and definitely puts in a lot of work. So a fun episode to end things with. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, peace.